size of the universe is absolutely outrageous. It is comically big. I think it's funny. Some people might think it's scary, but I honestly think it's absolutely beautiful and awe-inspiring and really just shows the magic of life. I kind of wanted to just put out some figures just to show you can't even really wrap your mind around how big the real infinity of the universe is. And the universe we don't know the end of the universe. It could be ever expanding. It might not be, but just to put it into perspective, we think that the Earth is big compared to us, and it's really all relative, but there's about 1.3 million Earths that could fit inside the Sun. Now, we know that the Sun is huge, but the Sun is actually known as a Dwarf star. You probably don't know what that means, but it basically means that it's one of the smaller stars, which is absolutely absurd to think about. How could there be a bigger star out there? But nope, there is way bigger stars out there, way bigger fish to fry. The distance from the Sun to the Earth is about 94 million miles. That's pretty big, but no, it's not even big compared to anything, because the next closest star to the Earth, which is Alpha Centauri, it's 2 stars, is about 4.3 light years away. Now you might be thinking, what is a light year? Well, a light year is a measure of distance, how far light's going to travel in 1 year, and this number is 5.88 trillion miles, trillion with a TR, which again, you can't even wrap your mind around how far trillion miles is. That just shows how big the scope of the universe is, but that's not even it. That's just the closest star to the Earth. The Milky Way Galaxy, which we live in, scientists predict about 150 to 250 billion stars, but I would say that's probably a low estimation. I would say it's probably more, from things I've read, up to 300, 400, 500, 600 million. It doesn't really matter, considering those are all gigantically comical numbers. You can't even wrap your head around that, which is crazy. But the radius of the Milky Way, so if you look at it as a circle, it's going halfway through. The radius of it is 52,850 light years. 52,850 light years is the radius of the Milky Way Galaxy. Then in turn, scientists estimate 2 trillion galaxies in the known universe, and that's just what we know. That's the limit of our science, our telescopes being able to look into the past and the future. 2 trillion galaxies in the universe. Some people get scared by these numbers, but it's honestly awe-inspiring knowing how much life there really is out there and how all of this stuff works in harmony to make it so we could live here. We wouldn't be able to live here if we were the only ones, if there was only the Sun, because there are black holes keeping us all in orbit. And now people get scared hearing the term black holes, and I think that term was kind of poorly named, but black holes are the largest thing there are out there. The largest black hole that we know about in the universe is, I just gotta pause before this, 34 billion times the mass of the Sun. 34 billion. It's just, you can't even conceptualize this stuff, but this stuff literally is here so we can exist. If black holes weren't here, we wouldn't be able to be here. And if all of this stuff wasn't spread out so far apart, all the stars would literally just be crashing into each other. There would just be fireworks and collisions and explosions. So the universe is really designed very elegantly, I would say, and the grand size of it is just awe-inspiring. But it also shows how little we really know. So we know that, or we've estimated that the age of our galaxy is about 13.51 billion years old. Now, we humans live about 75, 85, 90, maybe 100 if we're lucky. 100 years out of the age of the entire galaxy, 13.51 billion years. The Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. The Sun is about 4.6 billion years old. I think it's pretty egotistical, pretty arrogant, pretty ignorant to think that we're the only life that has ever lived on this Earth, the only intelligent life that has ever lived on this Earth, that we're the only intelligent life that has ever lived in the universe. I personally think that if there are aliens out there, which I think that's pretty likely considering the trillions and billions and gazillions of stars out there, that they're probably far more technologically advanced than us, And they could have already visited here, but then again, there are many stories of people supposedly seeing UFOs, and we don't believe them. We call them crazy, and you probably would think you were crazy if you saw one of them. You wouldn't even know what you saw. But if they're way more technologically advanced, I mean, think about it like this. Like, we're more evolved than animals and fish. So we go to the aquarium and we go to the zoo to watch them for entertainment or to learn from them. So if you were a more intelligent alien, you don't think you would just be watching humans as basically an entertainment? Basically like, oh, let's see what stupid thing they're going today. Oh, let's see what war they're causing this time. And really, in the whole grand scheme of the universe, there could be wars going on a star-by-star basis. I mean, Star Wars might not be as far off. That stuff could have actually happened in the past. I mean, the grand infinity of life, I would honestly say that it's more likely that it happened. That's a completely different tangent. I just want to leave on one other tangent. I think that there's about 4% of, this is absolutely absurd also, but about 4% of the matter in the universe, or of the energy in the universe, is known as regular matter, visible matter. And this is all the stars, the planets, black holes, stuff that we can see and interact with. But here's where it really comes down to 96% of the universe is made up of dark matter and dark energy, which we have absolutely no idea what it is. And we know absolutely nothing about the universe. It is huge. It's awe-inspiring. I think it's funny. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Peace.